the button. Good morning, happy Monday, Mins-Sode Monday, karate chops already. show
Karate
and
chops this morning.
show and tell because you're looking at us, tell because you're listening to us. Good morning, Lily.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am doing very well this morning.
Yeah.
I did about 8.5 hours of driving yesterday.
Yes, lots of driving. We talked a little bit
Lots of
yesterday, didn't
driving.
we?
Lots of driving. And then I will be doing another 8 hours tomorrow. Because I'm getting my vaccine, my second dose tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'm still a week and a half away from my first dose. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I've been making a cornfield all morning.
That sounds much better than what I did.
So the news, did you see the video of the guy being pulled over in Virginia?
No. Oh
So
God, I'm so
he's
disconnected.
he's in the military. I want to say he's in the army. He's in his fatigues, but he's black. And they pulled him over because his back license plate is missing, but his temporary plate is actually taped up in the window
Yeah,
correctly.
like a lot of.
Yeah, and then they start dragging him out of the car and pepper spraying him, and and he has both of his hands out the window, and he's saying like, I'm scared to leave the vehicle, and
Yeah.
the two officers start pepper spraying him and dragging him out of the car, and he's fully within his rights at every point. He's like, this is a traffic stop, I don't need to get out of my vehicle, like all of this stuff, like he knows his stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so pretty terrifying.
This,
And of
ugh,
course all on camera.
of course. This
So
is I hate this fucking country. Like if you were trying to convince me to hate America more.
well, yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? On a happier note, we have a new episode coming out this week, full episode. Why are you lighting candles? Is this
I don't
becoming a
know.
more
It's
intimate podcast to
yes.
connect with our viewers?
I felt like we were just getting a little intimate, so I thought I should light a candle. No, my house smells funky,
Okay.
so I don't know why it smells funky, but it smells funky, so I'm lighting this coconut candle, at least attempting to. Limited edition Walmart brand coconut candle.
Limited edition coconut candle.
Yeah,
That is
coastal coconut.
that is branding at its finest. They hoodwinked you.
It was in the clearance aisle at
Ooh.
Walmart. I do not shop at Walmart often, but you know what I do? It's the clearance aisle.
There's a clearance aisle. I so rarely
Yeah.
go into Walmart. I think for the first time in probably over a year I went in because the seed trays that we needed were like $1 cheaper, and with the volume of seed trays that we need, like $1 really
Yeah, a
adds
dollar
up pretty
does make a
quick.
difference for you
Yeah.
guys. I tend not to go into Walmart because they treat their employees like shit.
Yep. And their
Same with
customers.
yeah. Same with Amazon. I don't order from Amazon because they treat their employees like shit.
Yep.
And the CEO, Jeff Bezos, could literally give everyone in the world $1 million and
Did you
still
see
be
that
billion dollars.
he
And
is
still,
backing increased taxes on wealthy people?
I did see that.
So I mean,
However,
it's only a mild distraction from all the litany of other
it's
evils.
pretty much a scapegoat. He's like, oh, don't look at the fact that my employees have to pee in bottles. I'm backing the fact that you can tax me more. Look at that. Look at
Yeah.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah,
Do you see
it's
that?
a pretty classic
Don't look
technique.
over there. Don't look over there. Nothing's happening over there. Oh, no, nothing over there.
It's a pretty classic technique.
I've been reading a lot of articles about Amazon employees trying to unionize and then basically getting interrogated.
Yeah.
And it's scary. It's scary stuff. That's exactly why I'm like, okay, I can't support a company that does this to their employees.
That's terrible.
I mean, it's just I at least, yeah. I support small businesses. I'm a small business person. I support Lucas's business. Um,
Which one?
all of them, literally. I'm like, hey, here, take my money. Like, I'm poor, but here.
You've gotten freebies out of me though.
Oh yeah, I mean
Uh,
that, which is great because now I'm like, so when are the next things gonna be ready so I can buy them?
First one's free, man.
Yeah, you get them addicted, and then they're like, hey man, where's the stuff?
Can I
Where's the
get that pot
vegetables?
scrubber? Can
Yeah,
I get that pot
where's
scrubber?
that pot scrubber? Gotta scrub my pots, man.
I want to do my what I learned this week. I had a different one, and now I like this one because it's very uplifting.
Okay.
Um, so 14 years after most of the Choctaw were forcibly relocated in the Trail of Tears, the tribe, though they had little to give, donated $170, which is the equivalent of about $5,000 today, to victims of the potato famine in Ireland. The generosity created a bond between the two people that lasts today. In 2018, Ireland created a scholarship for Choctaw youth, telling them your act of kindness has never been and never will be forgotten in Ireland, which I thought was very sweet and nice and cool.
Yeah.
That 100 years later, there's still very positive
Yeah.
relations from through that whole thing. What did you learn this week, Lily?
Oh, what
I
did I
loved.
learn this week?
She didn't learn anything.
I
She
didn't
didn't even
really.
leave her
I
house.
didn't.
You
I've
drove nonstop.
I've been driving nonstop, flossing,
Oh yeah,
because
flossing.
always floss every day. Every day. Don't skip a day. Um, otherwise, when you skip a day, your gums bleed and it's the worst. Anyways, what
Ugh, I
else?
hate my camera. The way I am not. I'm like in an 80s movie, like of a video
Yeah.
call. It's like choppy security camera footage. I fucking hate this shit. You know what? When we record today, later today, I'm just doing my picture.
No,
This is too
I
distracting.
like, okay. This is what I learned. I like eye contact. I am
I,
all about the eye contact, even through Zoom. It's very weird, but like I look at you, Lucas, like I'm like, "Hello, Lucas." It's even if you're delayed, I still like, because I can see you move, just like it's like robotic movements. But I don't know, looking at a picture, just I can't do it. I mean,
oh,
you do you, because I'll have our special guests to look at.
okay.
But
Did you listen to the show I was on?
I did not yet. No.
It was awkward. I don't fit in with
Oh,
those guys. Like it was, I mean, I like their show. It's the smartest guy in the room.
yeah.
But I did terribly. And it may if you want to hear me do really badly on a podcast, that's the place to do it.
I'll listen to it when I go
I was
pick up Chester.
awkward as fuck.
You know, so we were doing those yearbook videos.
Videos, yep.
Yeah. And my mom turned it on when I was in the room. Nah, I was like, "Mom, please listen to that when I'm not in the room.
Yep.
Thank you."
Yeah. I've
I
told you before, I've tried
Yeah.
listening to episodes of our show with Megan to kind of get like some feedback in
Yeah.
real time, and I
Yeah.
can't do it. I can't do it.
Do we have Megan's comments of the week?
No, the only thing yesterday I was doing the edit for American history,
Yeah.
and I always record the credits separately for every episode because they're always different. Plus, I like to try to sneak in a little joke.
Yeah.
And then I was recording the intro, and I was like, she was heading upstairs to water the seedlings,
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, okay, if you hear me talking, I'm recording the intro. And she was
Yeah.
like, why do you record an intro? And I was like, why, do you have some feedback? And she was like, I don't know, it just seems unnecessary. I always fast forward through it. So
That was the weirdest laugh, but like I was also like swallowing my spit at the same time, and I was like, "Don't joke."
So I guess the notes from Megan,
Notes
is
from
that she
Megan.
doesn't like my intros. So they're
I'm always
too
awkward
long.
when I do an intro. I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah. I
I'm working
like
on it.
doing it, and I thought it was important for the American History podcast because of the subject matter, which
Yeah.
everybody will hear in a couple of weeks. But
Yeah.
um, yeah,
Speaking,
that's my
our
what
new
my wife
episode coming
contributed.
out. What is
Yes,
it?
language on Wednesday
Language. The
with
things we speak.
with our friend Mia Velez. It's a
Yeah, we had a great
weird one.
time.
It's
We
a
had a great
weird one.
time. It's very weird and it's I think we went into like a different headspace. I feel like we were all in this like different universe kind of headspace. I I
Wildly
honestly
unprepared.
it was one of the things that we were just like we're not going to prepare for this.
We needed that though that
And
week, I
we
think.
needed that so desperately. So desperately. We were like, I think we had recorded like 4 or 5 podcasts in that week. It felt like 4 or 5. I
It
don't know
was
how
two or
many it actually was.
three. It's funny, and
But
something I said on that show that came out over the weekend, the smartest guy
yeah,
in the room there, they were asking us about the show, and it was basically came down to we do this for us. We don't
yeah,
really give a fuck what other people think. I mean, we do.
we do. But like
If it's not for you, it's not for you.
exactly, we're not going to push it onto you, but we definitely do this for us and not,
And sometimes that means doing a very
yeah,
weird one with a character, Professor Berkeley.
who you'll meet and
You're
love
gonna
or hate.
love Professor Berkeley.
Yeah, you're gonna love Professor
Uh,
Berkeley.
sarcasm is palate. I can just taste it.
Good. That's what a podcast is for. You should be able to taste the words that I'm saying.
Would you like to introduce
I would love to introduce our fan of the week.
our number one fan, best fan ever this week?
Number one best fan ever this week is Heike Wolf. Heike Wolf was my theater teacher. She taught the technical side of theater. She is an amazing fabricator. Like, oh, this woman. She's a painter. She teaches. She's an art teacher. She's just such a giant, like, genuine, kind, loving person. And she is our number one best fan of the week.
I'm starting to get good at this.
You are. I love this one too. It's good. I like it.
Okay, so
what I've noticed is the Sharpie is really what brings it to the next level.
yeah, and I'm not redoing the old ones. I think the
Oh,
evolution
no.
needs to be seen,
Oh, yeah.
but this is a little bit more in a style of sort of thing. It's not a
Yes.
sort of specific picture of her. It's just sort
No.
of a caricature.
But like I knew who it was without reading
Right.
the caption.
So I think
I'm also liking that you're signing them now. You're like,
yeah, I'm feeling proud
signature.
of them.
I think you should. Yeah, I think you should feel proud of these. Yeah.
I just burped on our podcast.
Oops. Oh no, I lit a candle on our podcast.
Okay.
We're doing all sorts of weird stuff today.
Oh, yeah. And we're not just talking to ourselves in a vehicle.
No, that was yesterday.
So yesterday we usually try to record this on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Today we're recording a lot of this stuff on Sunday because of schedules. But so Lily was going to have to record in her car because she was taking her mom for her second dose. I decided to join by sitting in my car outside of my house, and neither of us recorded it. So we just talked like podcast people for half an hour.
So I have the video.
Right.
There's just no audio, which is hilarious. And I think we should release that eventually. Just be like, here is us being weird in the car. Just like on our YouTube. Just be like, this is our weirdness. Enjoy. Because does have like windmill arm man, and that
Oh,
you can't forget about him. He was like,
yeah.
there was this guy who was swinging his arm back and forth, and I was
After his
after getting
dose?
his shot, and I'm like, are you trying to spread it faster? Like, what is happening? And like his girlfriend is just like sitting in the truck waiting for him to like get in the truck. And I'm like, oh, people are so weird. Oh, also on my drive, I saw a lot of weird stuff. Um, there was this lifted van. So like, you know, the old passenger vans that look like pedo vans.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know the classic type. It was lifted.
Wow.
Yeah, it was this maroon lifted van. And so I was on the phone with my sister at the time and I was like, "So, is that one to kidnap tall kids? Or do they just like grab them by the backpack and throw them in? Like what is the point of lifting a van like that?"
Maybe they need more ground clearance because their kidnap location is like deep in the
Ah, it's
woods,
deep in the
and
woods.
yeah, so they need a little more clearance because it's mud season.
Oh, there you go.
And
There you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
um,
I also saw another lifted vehicle. Pennsylvania was just like full of them. Um, and okay, this one didn't
Pennsylvania
make
is known for its lifted vehicles.
this
Obviously,
one
it's
didn't
on their
oh
state
no,
flag.
Hawaii though.
Oh, okay.
Hawaii, like every truck is lifted.
Yeah, California
Every
one's like
single
that.
truck is lifted.
Yep.
I literally saw a truck once that could probably fit a Mini Cooper under it. Um, but this truck, its body was lifted, but the axle was still low. And I was like, "Sir, what do you use that for?" Like,
Maybe you could like hang
I
his laundry on it.
I don't know, but he also had like the biggest exhaust pipe, and I was like, "What is compensation?"
I don't understand the whole
I
thing.
don't. I don't. You know who we should ask? Who has a dubbed like a decked out truck is
James,
James. We should ask James. Um,
why do you spend all your money on this?
correct.
My
Um,
truck has like hand crank windows.
you know, I love that. I would like a truck like that.
Because if I
Um,
if I go off the road into the river, I can still open my window.
my by far my still my favorite truck is a the original Ford Ranger.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Awesome
mine's a
car.
very basic Toyota Tacoma.
It's the same thing. Same basic like just for hauling shit
Bench
truck.
seat. You
Yeah,
know?
like you get one seat.
Yep, one
Yeah.
long seat. Everybody has to agree on a position.
Yes. Pretty
Uh,
much. You're like everyone stays in their thing.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, oh, but the delay stuff is so weird. Look at that. Look at that.
Um great podcasting here. We're doing great. Um I got a text from my groomer that my doggy
Oh,
is ready.
so let's wrap this up.
So we're gonna
Uh,
wrap this sucker up.
uh,
Our socials
yep,
are we are on Facebook, Partial Credit Pod. We are on Instagram at Partial Credit Pod, and we are on Twitter at Credit Pod. And our credit score this week, Lucas.
is 672, which is
Wow,
not so bad.
not bad. And please send us an email. And what is our email, Lucas?
Partial.credit.pod@gmail.com. I'm on
Boom.
Instagram at Sacred Play-Doh. Lily is Deadly Pineapple 13. And Lily, just one question before you go pick up young Chester.
Yes.
Have you accepted Partial Credit as your podcast and savior?
I actually have because I am super behind on podcasts.
All right, buddy.
All
I
right. Have
will
a
talk
great
to you
week.
later. You too. Uh,